Why do I feel like I've messed it up again? I have, because Cinder's not even on the screen. Hi, guys! I planned this all along. I've hijacked the stream because Cinder is a butt. Hang on, let me find him.
Why are you blaming me for this?
Oh, I don't know. Hi. Anyway, welcome to the AuraCast. I'm moving shit around on the screen now.
Is my face on screen now, or is it?
No, it's not. You're a floating box with a little loading circle. It's wonderful.
I'm gonna have to turn my camera off and back on again.
No. I don't think it's that. I just think it's slobs being slobs. You know what? You can hear Cinder. You can see me. It's right on the other screen. Let's just play the intro and go straight to shit because this is already a shit show. All right. There we go. I'm not going to play the intro because it's all broken. Anyway. Hi. Welcome to the AuraCast. I'm DragonBeaz. He's CinderShots. There's Anne.
You know what? Okay, just before this started, no joke. I know Anne's laughing right now.
No.
This, we were saying how we were going to work this out and how things will start. And we literally said that we're going to do a little intro, do a video, and then Anne will be introduced. And then at that point, I said, but the beginning video normally always goes wrong. Point proven.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, look, it's just the way things are, okay?
Well, you know, welcome Anne to the AuraCast. How you doing? Hopefully you're well.
I'm sleepy. You guys woke me up for this. It's 9, but I like sleeping for another hour or two.
I was gonna say you're not a morning person, are you?
No.
Right, I'm not either. It's fine.
She exists. Do you drink coffee?
No, I drink Monster.
Oh, that's right. You drink Monster.
Oh man.
She's 99% sugar. So.
And spice and nothing nice.
Oh, why is that frozen?
I
don't know. Why are you frozen? Oh, yeah. The Discord things froze. We're statues.
Okay. No. Anne is frozen. Cinder's
I'm a
not.
statue.
Why? What is the Anne? Why?
Like in a really weird mouth position. So I mean,
if things worked before in the past, it's because we used Zoom and not Discord. So
that is true.
Zoom's a butt.
Zoom can also be a butt. Hang on, let me just.
All right, let me restart my camera. Maybe that'll jiggle it into correctionness.
That'll jiggle. Oh no, you're back. Oh no, she's gone. No, you're right. No, you're good. Okay, we're good. Hello.
Are we good to go?
I'm not touching anything. I'm done. I'm not touching anything. It's all just let it go. It's happening.
We've got to find a way to actually make this work in the future because this is just not happening.
It's just not. Well, look. Here's the thing. As I'm sure Anne can attest as well, technology likes to not work when you need it to work the most.
That's just a streamer mindset, though, isn't it? Like things are going to go wrong.
All right, let's get into the swing of things like we normally do. So yes, today we do have Anne Dyari, wonderful member of our stream team, and an amazing artist, an amazing streamer. She's struggling with the fact that I'm complimenting her. You can see the look on your face, like, oh god. But as we usually do, tell us about yourself, Anne. What do you do? What do you play? I mean, I could answer that, but.
So hey, I'm Anne Dyari. I mostly play Stream Raiders these days, as Beaz well knows. And I tried to do art. And I probably play way too much Genshin Impact because I really like gacha games because gambling's totally not a vice. But yeah, we had fun.
Oh dear. So yeah,
that's mostly what I've been doing lately.
So okay, you've obviously mentioned the two of the three things are very self-explanatory: the Stream Raiders and Genshin, art-wise. So. You do a lot of emotes, as I'm very much well aware. I have far too many Dragonite emotes, and a list of ones
need more.
I do need more. I absolutely need more. It's like an addiction. You have your gacha games, and I have my emotes.
What a wonderful relationship.
Oh, it's wonderful. So what got... Okay, I'm going to ask you a very straightforward question, and I think this will get us going. What got you into this position of doing like art and stuff for streamers, and like, is this something you've always done in regards to art, and then was able to adapt it to what you do with Twitch, or like, how's this? Where did it start? Where did the Anne art story begin?
Well, I've always liked to draw. I've always liked to draw, right? You know, when you're a kid, your parent or your teacher shove you in a corner with a bunch of crayons and you draw. I just didn't stop doing that. And then later on, when I started like attending college and I was drawing online, mostly dogs, because dogs are awesome, better than cats.
Kind of
Talking about you.
Oof. Oh, poor cat.
But yeah, I love dogs, and so I draw a lot of dog characters, and so I was drawing for people and drawing their characters, and so we were like, hey, can we watch you draw? And I'm like, okay. So we did like this weird program called like Join Me, and now it's totally botched, so. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun talking with people when I'm drawing. And so I'm like, all right, well, what works better than Join Me? And so I tried Picardo, and then I tried Justin TV, which is where my username is stuck, which is why I'm Anne _Dyari. I stole my own username from myself.
Oh.
Is that how it works? Can you steal your own name? Like,
well,
I mean, I could get Dragon_Beaz if I really wanted to, you know.
Yeah, well, my original username, just Anne Dyari, is forever in the abyss of old Justin TV that converted to Reddit but can't actually be used.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah. So at this point, I've kind of accepted the underscore.
That's really
but you just got it.
I tried contacting their support, and they're like, "Yeah, you didn't convert during the few months that you had to convert, which was like the time that I hadn't touched it." Wow. And they're like, "Yeah, we can't do anything." And
so
I'm like,
it's only on Twitch that you're underscore, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I can relate to that because I'm DragonBeaz on everything except Twitter. I'm the DragonBeaz on Twitter, and I hate it.
I am CinderShots and everywhere but Twitter, and Twitter has an underscore, and I hate it.
I have someone. Okay, it really annoys me. All right, we're getting onto social media here with stuff like that. When you usernames and stuff, right? It really drives me nuts that there is someone with the name. I don't know why their name is DragonBeaz, because their actual name is Beatrice. And literally is in their profile. They've done 2 tweets in like 8 years. And I'm like, no. I want, and the tweets are like 2013 or 2014. I'm like, I want this account, please. I'm like an active Twitter user, and this person, they mightn't even be existing anymore. We don't know.
There's someone with the @CinderShots. Their name on Twitter is Cinderella. They joined Twitter in June 2011. Have 1 follower and no tweets.
Oh,
no,
beautiful.
1 tweet. I can't find
oh
it.
No!
That is.
No, it's a reply about. A reply to an account called Scam United FC, and that was a tweet made in 2018. But that's it. So, can I have my name, please?
So
I wonder if Twitter has like a system kind of like Twitch where if you reach a certain status, you can request abandoned names.
Yeah, you can. It's not quite. I mean, Twitch is also just a bit dodgy, but it's not quite as. Basically, when you become a partner in Twitch, you can choose a name if it's available, not on an active account, which is fine.
Yeah.
But on Twitter, they do go through periodically and recycle names, but it's only if they haven't actually logged into that account. So this Beatrice person...
so apparently they've logged in.
They must have logged in or something. And not using the account, they might have read Twitter or something, and because they've even logged in, it counts as active. It's a very broken system.
Yeah.
So, but how did you... Okay, I want to know, how did you come up with your name?
How did I come up with my name?
Because it's not your name.
I mean, Anne is my name.
Oh, yeah, Anne's your name. I mean, the last... No, it's Bob.
I mean, sorry, it's Fred.
I was going to say Fred.
It's Fred.
Fred Dyari on AuraCast.
But basically, okay, so my mommy told me never to put my whole name on the internet. So I'm like, I'm gonna be a smart kid and I'm gonna make a fake last name because I don't want to remember a new first name because remembering things is hard. So
Fair.
so I was just coming up with different like things and names, and I'm like, I like this Dyari thing. I'm gonna use this as my last name.
But
And then everyone pronounces it diary.
Oh no.
I've never
Oh,
thought to. I've never. No, yeah, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like a disease. It doesn't. It doesn't sound good. Got a bad case of diary.
Well, the interesting thing is, if you Google Anne Dyari,
Yeah.
it comes up with Anne Frank's diary.
Oh no! Oh wow! Oh, because it will autocorrect it because it was thinking you just
Yes.
misspelt the word
Oh.
diary.
Yes.
Oh wow! Oh
oh
no!
my god. Okay, well that's a bit
But
Yeah.
I've kept this last name for so long at this point. Some of my coworkers even think it's my actual last name. It's kind of funny.
Oh wow!
I
That's
thought
just
that,
funny. But does
So
it
yeah,
have?
that's where my
But
name came
is it
from.
connected to anything, or did you just like get a Scrabble
I
board and
just
throw letters out and went,
sounded-
"Oh, like,
It's 5 letters.
good"?
And and I just thought it sounded cool as a kid. I'm just like, all right, I like this. It has like a nice. It doesn't sound like really masculine or really feminine. It just
No.
kind of fits just right in between and just sounds cool.
Oh, it's a
and-
great name. I thought
I would
maybe
be
just
able to
like,
think about that now. I don't know how I'd be able to think about that when I was a kid. Like,
I don't know. As a kid, I'm like, I didn't want to be like girly girl, and I didn't really want to be like tomboy. I just wanted to be like me.
I mean,
isn't. Oh,
that you
that's
have
such
to
that's
move
such
now.
that's such a mood. That's I just want to be
Like, just let me
me.
be me.
Let me be me. If we could all live like that, that would be such a wonderful thing. But yeah, no, I've always wondered. So I thought there might have been some special meaning to it or anything, but no, it's
No,
just,
I just
and
made
it's
it
like,
up.
oh,
I just made it up when I was like
that.
I made it up when I was like 7
Oh, really?
How when you're 7?
because I was
Wow.
a strange child, okay? And I wanted to play Neopets.
Honestly, okay, respect.
Oh my god, I have not heard Neopets in years. Oh my god. Neopets.
Okay, now that I remembered it existed, I kind of want to go back to it now.
Oh my
Oh, my
god.
pets are so upset with me right now.
Oh, absolutely. My Tamagotchi that I had years ago has probably got a screen full of poop and nothing else now. It's just gone.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
They re-released them recently. In the last year or so. They re-released Tamagotchis.
Oh, they did, and
They
it's like really
did.
expensive.
They're super expensive.
They're super expensive.
They used to
How
be
much are
they're like $40 or $50 or something. They're
It's
ridiculous.
stupid. It's
It's
insane.
And there's nothing different to them. Thank you for the follow, Zipway. There's nothing different to them. They probably just had them in a warehouse somewhere and they're just like, oh, inflation. Let's put some more out. Like, no, yeah, I can't. It was a weird, yeah. But no, it's like me with Beaz is a nickname, like. Because my name's Tyson, you don't get bees from Tyson. That's not
You don't?
possible.
I don't know. You get dick from
I mean,
Richard,
if you
so I
close
don't know
one eye
anymore.
and squint out of the other, it kind of looks, No, but yeah, and that's a nickname that I was given to me like 7 or 8, and it's just stuck, and I'm like, so it's traveled all the way through. It used to be I was one of those users that like oh, you know what? I can't think of anything. Here's my childhood nickname and my birth year. Yeah. I got rid of that.
It worked.
I got rid of that. I'm like, oh, because I used to be Beaz 1989. It was horrendous. I hated it. Hated it. Not good for branding at all.
No, you don't want them to know your age.
Oh, they already know I'm old as hell, so that's fine.
Beaz is around
Don't
when
you
dinosaurs
say
were.
that. Don't you say that. We're actually pretty close in age. Don't you
Are
dare.
we?
Yes.
That I don't act my age. I can't be bothered. It's too much effort. So yeah. So okay. So you do the art thing.
Yes.
as we've said. And
Sorry about the loud noises. My cat is
Oh, that's
finding the joys
fine.
of boxes.
We occasionally hear Riley make strange noises in Cinder's background, and Danny's a foghorn, so it's fine. So yeah, rude. So with your art and that, obviously, it's grown even in the time that I've known you. Like I mean, you were busy when I first started getting emotes and that from you, but I've noticed like for the first time ever. What is this for the first time ever recently, and you had to do? You had to do this.
Had to do what?
We're talking about your art.
Do.
You actually closed your commissions.
Oh, yeah. This was the first time.
Yeah.
Back in December was the first time I've ever closed my commissions.
You finally hit a limit. Where do you find that limit? Like I know so many art people, and the art people, you art people. No. Where did you find the limit of like this is just getting too much? Like because you've been
when I look at my art queue and cringe.
Had you not done that at all, like previously?
I mean, a little bit, but not to the level that it got.
Yeah.
And and more of it is like when I'm starting to quote people more than a month, I'm like, all right, this is too much. Because I don't like making people wait that long for art. Like I don't like waiting that long for stuff. So if that's what I'm quoting people, I might as well just close it, let people stew on their ideas, and then they can bring up their ideas, but I don't want to take anything new until I can get something sooner. So that way they paid me, I can get it done and get it to them. That's the ideal.
Okay, so taking on clients, what is the main, without calling anyone specific out, I don't know if you would, the main pet peeve that you have when people commission, like what would you say it is?
It's
I know that with many people
it's me, isn't it?
No. I think the most frustrating thing I will say, and it's happened a few times, and it's ended up being mostly almost entirely randoms that this happens with. It's like people who just contact me out of the blue and they've seen either from Twitter or Twitch or something, and I have no like association with them at all. And they ask me about commission, and then we like have a conversation that spans like 20-30 messages hashing out exactly what they want. I gave them prices and everything, and then they just ghost.
Oh, really?
And I'm just like, I've spent all this time prototyping with you, and then you're just like, okay, bye.
Wow.
Like they don't, and without the closure of an actual buy, and then I'm just like sitting there with it on my list of like not sent an invoice yet, but also like I don't know if they're gonna come back, so I don't want to delete the info.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I'm just like sitting there being like, okay, can you just?
How can you do
Can
that
you just,
though?
like tell me, like give me closure.
I was gonna say I'd much rather even if they come back to you and went, look, I can't afford it, or I've changed my mind, or just put it on hold.
With, like these DMs and stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't want to like delete them in case they come back. But at a certain point, it's just like, you haven't talked to me in so long.
Have you ever?
You want this art or not?
Have you ever had a project where you've had to draw a line and go, it's either impossible or I'm not comfortable with it?
Well, these days, if I get a project that sounds like I can't do it, I just say like, hey, I don't like this. Isn't really in my frame of artistic ability.
My repertoire.
Like, I don't like usually they'll ask me to do stuff that I'm like, are Riley's commissions open? This would be good for Riley. But
I've had that. I've asked someone about.
One thing I'm pretty willing to do when I was like a really new artist, they were sometimes people would ask me, oh, can you draw like this really intense mecha? And I'm like, I have no clue how to do that, but I'm just gonna say yes, and we're gonna see what happens. But you know what? Those commissions really helped me improve.
Yeah.
Like there's only been a few times where I've just been like way early on when I'm like, I can't actually do this. Like someone asked me for a realistic illustration of a horse with all the muscles, and I tried. I spent hours trying to do it, and I was like,
what for though?
I was maybe like 13, and I'm like trying. I'm looking up references, and I'm like, I just don't have the knowledge to do this. Like, it just looks weird because my proportions are weird. Like, I don't know. And I'm just like, and it was like from some veterinary assistant or something. They wanted it for their office or something. And I'm just like,
but surely there's something out there that you can get.
I assume it's because, you know, I was new artist and I had really cheap commissions because, you know, new artists, that's what they do.
Oh wow.
But yeah, like, it doesn't happen very often. Nowadays, you know, I'd usually be like, hey, it's not really in my wheelhouse, but if you want to try it, you know, I can do an experimental thing. We'll hash it out. But I'm usually pretty willing to try new things as long as it's something that I could do. Like, if you ask me to rig a VR avatar, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't even have the technology for that. But like, if it's art and you're drawing something, I'm like, okay, I'll try it, right?
Oh god. Yeah, no, all right.
I have had people ask me if I can rig their VR avatars, and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Oh wow.
Would that be something that you'd be like willing to learn at some point, or is that just something where you're like not really my thing?
Like the amount of time and effort that goes into like sculpting VR avatars, like 3D VR avatars, and then rigging them is a whole art form all of its own.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Like, it would take me probably years to get comfortable with that, much less do commissions of that. Like,
well, what you find is that most people who do that kind of stuff, that's all they do, and it's simply because it's so full on. Like, the animation process alone is just it's a lot to take on, and then you've got to have the ability to program it so that it reacts exactly how it needs to. Because I've seen some really dodgy ones that kind of make the avatar look like they've had a stroke at some point, but and that's legit. Like, it, you know, one eye is kind of doing one thing, like one eye's kind of doing something else.
You know, like, you know, if you're gonna do like the VR avatar things, you need the dynamic bones. You need like, you know, dynamic bones in the hair to make sure the hair moves and stuff. It's just like all that level of insanity, and I'm just like, I don't have the time of day to learn this.
If you want to ask questions, you're more than welcome to. There is a redemption thing, I think, for it from memory.
There is definitely a redemption thing. Yeah,
there is. So feel free to throw them in at any stage, and we'll try and keep up with any of them. But yeah, like it's I give credit to any person who does anything creative on that level, like from the work that you do and the kind of work that that Riley does as well, and these animators and things, because I've just recently started drawing, and it's like I take like 5 years to draw the simplest thing, and then I'm looking at it going, yep. Okay.
Honestly, like, I've been in your streams every now and then, like after a raid or just like coming in anyway. Not so much recently, but in the past. And I've been watching when I watched you do the smug emote that you did for me way back when. I was watching you do it just so. It was just with ease, like out of nowhere. And I don't know. Obviously, it comes with practice, but I don't know how anyone can just be like, oh, okay, I'm doing this, and just do this real quick, and after a little bit of time it's just, oh, look, it's done. Like, how? I don't get it. Like,
practice.
I really respect it. I know it's not my skill set, and I'm fine with that because I do other things.
And keeping your equipment charged usually helps too.
Jeez! My thing's charging right now. Right now, it's plugged in right now.
Can you tell I watch Anne stream a lot?
Also, wait a sec. It's at 88%. We're good.
I've got her in a panic now.
I don't want to sit it like with it charging all the time. I don't want to.
See, Daddy gets it. It's usually just like, oh, my pen's gone flat. Now we have to play Genshin for 10 hours.
I mean, that's a good strategy.
Oh, we've got a question.
Yes.
Okay, so from Riley, of course it's from Riley. How do you deal with clients that might have either made you feel uncomfortable, stressed, or you have just questioned their existence as as to how they can act, talk, in a questionable manner. Okay, that's a
I get it. Yeah. Like if you're uncomfortable with the person who's commissioning you, I'd say if you haven't started the commission, like just flat out refuse it. Just like, hey, and you don't have to tell them if you don't want to confront it. Like you just be like, hey, I'm not really feeling this request or something. But I tell people to do that. I'm really bad about that. I will usually power through it anyway.
that must be a common thing for artists.
I'll get a commission from somebody and they'll pay me and everything's fine, and then it's afterward when I'm conversing with them on the details, then it starts getting like a little weird. And at that point I'm like, well, they've already paid me. I've already done the sketch. Let me just get this done and then just not worry about it. And it doesn't happen very often. It's once in a blue moon, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
And that's just doing art. I will say I have done furry art, and most furry people who commission furry art are absolute sweet individuals, but there are a relatively larger than average group that like to take things too far. And you just kind of have to pretend you didn't read some of those messages. And it's like, I don't do this, I don't do this, I don't do this.
Okay.
Or you have a list of, this is what I'll draw. If it's not on that list, no.
You can ask as many questions as you want, Riley. That's fine. I'm sure if Anne doesn't want to answer it, she just won't. So last one are we good? Are there any horror stories that... Well, it sounds like you just started telling us a horror story. Jeez.
I mean, horror stories with art.
Like, have you had any commissions where they've given you their brief of what they want and you've just gone, why do you want me to draw this?
I mean...
Okay. So
there obviously is, because she's trying to delicately avoid saying anything.
No, I will say, one of my really good friends, and I love her to death. She has this original character that is Perberus, which is a 3-headed cat lady, and it is amazing. But I remember the first time she asked me, I'm like, what do you want me to draw?
So it's like, okay, the reaction that like we got from that question as well, like I feel there are other stories that you have in mind and you're in your head right now, you're going, can I share them?
There's some of these stories that I will not.
I can imagine you've had and that's not just because of you specifically. I can imagine all artists get the most bizarre requests, but I can imagine that you get some and you just sit there and go, firstly, I would never get on the internet and ask a complete stranger to go, can you draw this for me? I struggle, me as a client, I struggle even going to Anne, can you draw me... I asked Anne to draw a Dragonite emote, but it was a Gasm emote, and that was my line. I'm like, this is just weird, but everyone wants it. I can't fathom asking for something that's more either risque or lewd or anything like that, but it's out there. You don't
want to ask me for raunchy art?
Not particularly, no. But that's me. I'm sure you could. I'm not going to be asking for raunchy Dragonites. Let's just say that. Oh, the mind's boggling. Oh god. But like, and I'm because I've dealt with you and I've dealt with Riley and I've heard some horror stories. But like, Danny brought up an example, like just weird, oddly specific. Do you like being given a full guideline where it's like very stringent, it's exactly what they want, or do you like a bit of freedom?
It depends. It depends on how it's phrased. Like I was bullying Danny with his description.
Oh, yeah. we all do.
But it's Danny. So, but like I've learned to be very straightforward with people. With if I don't understand it, like I'm like, hey, I don't get this. You need. Let's break it down. Let's figure out what you actually want out of this description. Because when I'm staring at a description and I just can't parse it, I need to break it apart.
Yeah.
So if you give me like a whole paragraph, my brain's gonna. If you give me bullet points, I like bullet points. If you're gonna give me a text description, and honestly, most artists or most people you talk to, reading a whole fancy paragraph, I'm not a high school English teacher. That's not.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, we lost Cinder. And I'm half.
I
I'm
was
half of a person.
like tearing over the top. What happened? Hang on, he's back.
There
Although he's using Riley's profile. Hang on, here we go. He's about to load. There, hello.
So,
Oh,
for the past 5 or 10 minutes, Discord has been being really weird. Both screens just temporarily turned off entirely. I thought the PC turned off, and then I could hear things again. Then it came on. The stream that I have up so I can look at chat just restarted. Like it loaded the stream again, played an advert, everything's fine. Then Discord stopped and Discord closed.
Okay.
And
Well, what? Because you closed, Anne's screen got split in half, and she was like,
I saw
I
that
guess-
bit.
just like playing
my head got
peekaboo.
chopped off.
I saw that bit because the stream was still up at that point when Discord closed. I was like, well, I saw you laughing your head off. I saw Anne being very confused, and yeah, it just closed for no reason. Like for the past 10 minutes, there's times I like couldn't hear anything and everything stopped, but it should be fine now.
Technology.
So I mean, like,
Do you need
look,
to run like a scan on your computer? Were
Well,
you
the thing is,
browsing
like-
some non-reputable sites looking for sexy
No.
dragonites?
No, that's Beaz's job. That's Beaz's job. But no, like I want to do it. All I've got is Discord and the stream, and it just decided to just go poof and just no. But it should work now. So yeah, if my face was frozen at some point, if you're watching this on any video site like Twitch or YouTube, where it normally is, and my face was frozen, that'll be why.
So yeah, this is a bit of a question I actually have for Anne. At what point do you? Because recently, I mean, you got a new PC.
I did. That's very nice.
But at what point do you get with certain things? You go, I need to upgrade something. I need to get a new this. I need to get, or are you someone
When things stop working.
when they stop working? But do you then question spending the money on that, or do you consider an investment back into what you're doing?
I mean, getting a new computer and, upgrading, getting a decent mic, doing my iPad or buying a program for art, like that's all I consider reasonable expenses that are going to help me, right? So I'm willing to take the money that I've earned through Twitch or Stream Raiders and just throw it into that and be like, hey, this is a business expense. We're just going to make it work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't really have hesitation if I think it's something that'll be useful. Like personally, I've been on the fence. I'm actually debating buying a stream deck.
Hey.
So, but I know that'll be fancy. So like, I've been kind of like feeling out, is it something I would actually use, or I don't want to buy it and then just have it sit in a box, right?
Yeah.
I have
So-
one, and I have to say they are very,
Is it
very,
in a
very.
box, or is it-
No, it's like
Oh,
it's literally sitting in front of me. I use it
Oh,
every
good.
stream without fail. It's an incredible tool.
Yeah, that's why I'm debating it, because I think it would be really, really useful.
It makes it easier, especially if like with someone like you who is like bouncing between like captures for your art and then stream raiders and everything else. It's easier than trying to go through the little thing. Oh, I need to click on that to swap screens, and it's all program, and it's easy. Like it's literally click and drag into position. It's the simplest thing on the planet. It's really really good.
Nice. I was worried that it would be like kind of complicated to set up because I'm not a programmer. Like
It's literally like a drop down list. You pick one, you drag it into which button you want, and it's very self-explanatory. There's no coding or programming as such. It's literally click and drop down menus.
I heard there's like an app you can get on your phone where you could test it out.
Yes, you can. There is a.
And I think I want to do that first.
There is a free Elgato Stream Deck app that you can try. Obviously, it's not going to be as responsive as the Stream Deck, but it will give you an idea of how it works.
Yeah. So, Bees.
Yes.
How many buttons do you have?
I've got the biggest. I listen to me brag.
All right, it's not about size, Bees.
It's how you use it.
Oh, maybe. Clip it. Clip it. Clip it. Here to here.
My God.
I have a whopping 32.
Big.
Why did you have to use the word whopping? Like, that's such a bizarre word you had to use.
Okay. Question is, Bees, does Danny use it?
He's meant to... He's good at pushing the buttons.
The way the question was asked, oh my God.
No,
Does Danny use it?
I actually have to program it for Danny. Which I haven't done yet. So at the moment, it's my own personal use.
Oh no. So this is the last AuraCast we'll ever do.
Anne's gone. She's gone. You started it. You want to know how big it was?
Oh no. I had so many buttons. You went with the whole size. Oh,
Well. But no, mine's the... I don't know what the exact names of the three, because there's a standard, there's a mini, and it's the biggest one, whatever it is. I think it's the...
You've got the XL.
I think it is the XL. I actually think it is called the XL. I think it's the Stream Deck XL. And it's amazing. Like, honestly, it's probably other than my mic, it's probably the thing I feel like I've spent good money on, if that makes sense.
Flex.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I was debating, was like, did I want to get the smaller one and just really prioritize the buttons, or did I want to get the one with more buttons so I have more options? And I was leaning toward the one with more buttons, but I wasn't sure.
You'd be surprised how quickly it fills up. This conversation out of context would be so bad right now. But like, I reckon within
not the size. It's how you use it.
Within a week or so, it was pretty well used up.
I
can't say anything without it sounding bad.
If there's ever a thing you want to use to like advertise the AuraCast, it's this whole like 2-3 minute clip, because my God.
Bye,
Reach is out. Reach is gone. Reach is out of life.
Reach is peaked.
Reach has reached the cap.
Anyway.
So yeah, like. So that, yeah, technology, I guess you get to a point where you got to upgrade stuff and that. So that was my question was, so yeah, that's sort of where I am with the streaming side, is like, I don't have a problem with investing back in, because it's kind of like improving upon stuff.
Yeah.
But it is also, you kind of go, oh, should I do this? But you yeah. So, and what games do you play, Anne? Tell us about what game you play.
Oh my God.
Cat.
Sorry, he's very noisy. So yeah, again, mostly Stream Raiders and Genshin are the two games I play mostly. I have been playing more Phasmophobia, which Bees we need to play more.
I have noticed that you've been playing a lot more of that.
Mostly because of Zen. I will not play by myself. I really.
Oh no, I wouldn't play it by myself either.
I tried that once during the Skinathon, and oh my God,
it's horrific.
But we got a good clip out of it, so it was fine. I did not die. I survived. I went solo, professional, and I lived, but I did get spooked pretty hard. It was,
yeah. And have you played it since they've done the upgrades?
Not yet. I've only played on the normal server. I haven't done it since the new stuff has gone live, though I know Zen is planning to make me play.
Because it has...
Is it all live now?
It's live on the beta.
It's on the beta. Yeah. So I haven't played it on the beta. I've only played.
I've played it on the beta,
vanilla
and
version.
it's horrific.
Yeah, the ghosts are way more deadly. I've been Zen's been paying attention to the patches and
Yeah.
stuff, so I know the changes, and I'm already like I'm gonna die so much.
They've nerfed the this
They
sounds
nerfed
so.
the thermometer.
I was about to say this sounds so weird saying this about Phasmophobia, but yeah, they've nerfed the thermometer, so it's not as useful. All the rooms start off
They start cold, and then
you gotta go turn the power on. Yep, you gotta go turn the power on. The house starts with no power.
Yeah, and then the ghosts hunting you is different. So
Yes.
before, if they lost line of sight, they would kind of go into a wandering phase. Now they'll go to where they last saw you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah. Oh no, it's get better.
If you make noise, they will go to investigate the noise.
So everyone assumed that was a thing, but it's not until now.
It wasn't a thing until now, but it's going to heck up so many people.
The other one that scares me, and I've experienced firsthand this week, is that they will now open the closet and locker doors.
Okay, so yeah, you can pull the door back closed apparently.
Yeah, so you if they go to open the door, you can shut the door, but you've got to pull the door to stop them getting into the closet to kill you.
Yeah.
It's changed.
No,
it's made it horrifying. Like I was scared
Cinder,
before.
You're gonna play with us, right?
When I have my setup, yes, because my God.
I've played. Okay, here's the thing. I've played Phasmo a while ago with Cinder, and Cinder is the first person who got me killed.
I don't know where this slander is coming from.
You were the first person to get me killed, and it was because every time I went to the house, he'd like leave the house and I'd be left in there, or he'd shut a door in my face, or like. So yeah, Cinder was the first person. I lost my first game of Phasmo because of Cinder.
No, I don't know what you mean. I totally didn't shout the ghost name and then leave and close the door. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
I had the most amazing experience with.
No, you do. You remove the crucifix.
Oh, that's always fun. There's nothing more horrifying than looking on the floor and the crucifix is gone. It's like,
gone.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! It's eaten the crucifix. Well, they've obviously been trying to kill us. We better leave now. But no, I had an interesting situation this week, and I clipped it and I put it up, and I think it's in the AG Discord. And a friend of mine, Corey, and I were getting chased through the high school by a ghost that was called Karen, and she was the most aggressive, like. Psychotic, nasty ghost, and like we're running down the hallway, and like we could hear her like gurgling behind us, and I'm talking like we thought we were gonna die. And that's been since the patch. It has changed that game like completely.
I want to play it again now. I'm so excited to get back.
It was fun, but it was horrific. It was so bad.
Oh god. Yeah, let me know when it drops on the normal version. Like we should definitely plan. We should plan an Aura Guardian.
I was gonna say we should do an Aura Guardians Phasmo.
Yeah.
I'll try and get my PC over as soon as, and we'll play it.
There's one person I wish had PC to play it, and no, not Riley.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to play with Riley as well. No, is Silent.
Oh my god, yeah.
I would love to drag Silent into Phasmo, because Silent doesn't do horror. Like, Silent is...
Oh no!
Like,
you're so mean.
when we had Theme Week, I was the one that picked horror, and Silent ended up with horror. And she had to play Emily Wants to Play. And she was
not happy.
She was so freaked out. So yeah, one day I'd love to drag Silent into Phasmo. I think that would be
# get Silent a PC.
Get Silent a PC. But yeah, or put Phasmo on PS4 or something, or PS5. There you go, because she'll play it then, because she's got one.
Cross-platform, yeah.
Oh yeah. You just yell at your controller. Can you hear me? But yeah, no, Phasmo is one of we were talking about Phasmo a few weeks ago, because it got nominated for awards and that,
yeah,
which is really awesome. It I can't believe that is being developed by such a small. I think it's one.
It's one guy.
It's one
guy,
person. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
one.
Honestly,
And
the game is such like an amazing concept done well.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
obviously bugs are expected,
Mhm.
but it's just been made so well.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. It's really, really fun. And it really hits all those buttons of just making you so bad. That ambient air noise when you go into the house, I hate it and love it at the same time. Like, it gives you such a good atmosphere, but it also like makes me cringe every time I go into that house.
it's such a wonderful thing, and
Oh my god.
what all right, if we're gonna talk about what is the out of all the things that you can use to find the ghost, what do you find gives you the most jump scare reaction from? Like, is it the
Oh, I hate the spirit box. I hate
yeah,
the
I was gonna
spirit
say the spirit box gets me
Yeah.
every time. I'll
Every
be saying like,
fucking time.
"Are you there? Are you here?" And it goes
then-
behind. I'm like, "Oh,
Or you're like, are you friendly? And it's like attack. And I'm like,
kill.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
No.
Would you like me to leave? Kill, death, die." It's like, oh, it hurt. It's like, the EMF only gets me if it goes from 0 to 5 with no warning whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because 5 is like,
oh,
it's going
yeah.
to kill
But
you.
then again, like with the EMF, it's like when it's constantly going, it's like a 2 for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's the anticipation of it could go to 5 at any second. So and that's why it's a creepy thing to me, because you could be walking, all of a sudden, beep, you're gonna die. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's so terrifying.
I mean, it doesn't really beep like too much and like suddenly go into a hunt or anything. It's just
I know, but it's just a feeling of it could happen at
Mm.
any time. It could go to
oh,
5 at any
true.
time.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
could
like
find
watch it
it,
and listen for it. Yeah.
and then
Have-
you never feel like you're ready.
Have you ever had it right in the book while it's in your hand?
What?
No.
Because it can.
It can.
It's done
I've
it to
never
me
had it
once.
happen.
It's done it to me once. I've done it a few times where I've put it down and it's like, oh, it's wrote in the book immediately. But I had it once where it's literally like, oh, I'll get the book out. And I had it in my hand, literally swapped it in my hand, and it's like, die, die, die. I'm like, I don't like that.
No.
I don't
Forget
like that
that.
at all.
Just leaning over you,
I was gonna say,
writing. And it's facing you, right? So it's had to lean over.
yeah,
your
exactly. Or
shoulder
it's like
or
put it.
right
It's
through
under
you.
your arms kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's
Like-
not good.
Oh.
I just love the image now of just a ghost. You have a book in your hand. A ghost looks over your shoulder, just asks what you're reading, and then
Spirit box in one hand, book in the other.
oh, let me just sign my autograph for you real quick.
What are you writing? Kill. Death. Oh,
member
it's
of, like,
so
Karen.
bad. Karen. Oh, I love the names. So, some of the time we had one Williamson the other day. I'm like, that poor child. Someone's named that poor child William, and knowing their last name is Williamson.
I didn't get this,
something I do.
but I think Zen saw someone playing on YouTube, and they had a ghost named Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas. It's so bad. It's like, oh, poor child.
Oh.
I also love it because, and that's the charm about this game. I have to say, that's the
Yeah.
charm about this game, is that there are some just really janky things about this game, like when you're walking and you crouch and you lean backwards and you look like you're possessed and you walk. There's some.
Oh my god, yeah.
I love the character models doing stuff like that. But the one that makes me laugh is when it goes, "How old are you?" and it goes, "Child," and then it's like the old lady with the 6. When you see her, and it's like, you're not a child.
Wait.
Oh,
Have you not?
It's supposed to sync up though.
I've had it where it's like, "How old are you?" Or you ask the Ouija board, "How old are you?" It's like, "I'm 10," and then it's that old lady with the sickle or the old dude with the the axe.
Weird.
I'm like,
okay.
I think there's a problem here.
the best glitch I had, I can't remember who I was playing with. I'm pretty sure it's my brother and a couple of his friends. And what happened with us? It was the farmhouse. 2 floor, very weird, all made of wood, terrifying.
Yeah.
And there's a side door often that's locked, and you need a key to unlock it.
Yeah.
And in this situation for us, that's where the power grid was. And we went there, and we turned around after switching the power on. It just gone off, and the door that was locked, it was still locked. You go up to the door, and it showed the lock symbol, but the door wasn't in the doorway.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
So-
you can get them to spin.
Yeah, you
what
can
happened with
spin and
us?
it's yeah.
What happened with it? Because it's got like a little staircase on the outside, like a balcony and then stairs.
Oh, I know the
Uh,
map you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, so and it has like the little railing, the wooden railing, and the
Yeah.
door was kind of like embedded in the railing, but it could still be unlocked.
That was
But
when
the
we
door
were
came open.
playing. That's when
Oh,
you
wait,
me. That was when you, me, and
that happened to me
Afro.
twice then. That
I
that
was gonna
happened to me
say.
twice then.
So it's either Bleasdale or it's one of the farmhouses, and it's
Yeah.
the door that comes out of the workshop.
Yes.
And the door, for some reason, instead of being in the frame, was like off to the side, just floating in midair. The
That
other,
happened to me twice then. That's great.
I've seen that, yeah.
I've got a clip somewhere from one of my streams as well, where I went to open the door and the door started spinning around like a revolving door, and I'm going, "Is the door
Oh, yeah.
possessed? What's going on?"
It's so weird.
The
Yeah.
game is so charming, and I love it.
It's-
and
it's so
respect to the developer because he's
Mhm.
he's sticking with it, even though he knows there's quite a few glitches. But people love it. It's
Oh,
it's
people
kind
love
of
it.
like it's an embodiment of
It adds to it.
it's kind of like accepted in the way Skyrim was accepted, and it's just great.
It was,
I love the game so much.
but
Yeah,
no,
I think the best glitch that I saw was I was playing with someone with VR
oh god,
and they disconnected and they were in a bathroom in high school and they just started walking forward because their VR glitched and they got to the corner and then I don't know what clipping shenanigans was happening, but they started floating up the wall.
oh
Staring
no,
at the corner. And so I look into the bathroom and they're in the top corner, facing into the corner, floating.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
that's
That's some
horrific.
Blair Witch business.
I was
that
gonna
is.
say that's
Oh my-
horrific.
well, so okay, then I decided to go in. So I went into the bathroom to go like see what was going on. I look into the stall and there's the fucking ghost.
Oh no!
And I'm like, I refuse to go into the high school bathrooms now. I was oh, this is
What-
the
what-
worst thing ever.
What maps do you? I know Anne has a bit of a thing about the asylum, but what map do you find creeps you out the most?
High school. No. Asylum for me.
The asylum.
Asylum's confusing.
I think that's the biggest thing that messes with my head with the asylum is that it's. I like the big maps because they're interesting to explore and everything else, but unless it's like a revenant that can just like teleport and kill you, it's quite easy to run away from the ghost because you've got so much room to run with.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason I love the Asylum, the first time I've only played it once.
Mm.
The first time I played it, I didn't know. That was when I was playing with my brother and his friends, and I didn't know when you go into the map. As soon as you walk in, there's an echo effect on your voice,
Oh yeah.
and I didn't know that going into it. I was just speaking to them as we're walking in, and then mid conversation, I decided, wait, what the fuck is happening? Because I didn't know what was going on, and it's creepy, but in an amazing way because it just sets a tone. The rooms are terrifying. They're
Oh,
terrifyingly empty.
That's right, Matthias clipped the thing I was talking about. He's just gone and found it.
Yeah,
That's the revolving door. It was so weird.
Mhm.
It was such a weird moment. I see. For me, I find that the farmhouses creep me out the most. There's just something about those farmhouses.
The one with
Yeah.
the attic. The one with the attic is the worst.
Yeah, that's not great. Like that one with the attic. Except until recently, I've got a bit of a pet hate now for the tutorial house, Tanglewood Street, and that's simply because of the solo thing I did with Pedal for YouTube, and it was me going in on my own and Pedal running everything in the truck. I had the djinn from hell. Like it giggled at me. It was yeeting stuff at me. It was the most horrific like djinn ever. It was so bad, and I was like, oh, I can't. And then to top it all off, Pedal's internet disconnected. I didn't know. Went out to the truck, and they were gone.
Oh, yeah.
So I had been in the house going, and on the radio, and I'm thinking, Pedal's not answering. They're probably just monitoring stuff and that. And then I went in, got the last piece of evidence. It was trying to kill me. I left. I prevented a hunt. Walked out. Pedal's not there. I'm like, oh my god, I'm here alone. I want out, please. It was
I mean,
so.
at least you had all the evidence at that point instead of like missing one
Yeah,
piece.
true.
It was so
Imagine if you had to
bad.
go back. Imagine if you had to go back.
Oh, it was so bad. I'm like, right, I'm out of here. Press the button. I'm leaving. It was so bad.
Oh god.
Yeah, nah, great game though. Great game.
Oh, so much fun. So much fun.
So the other thing that you do a lot of is Stream Raiders.
What? I play Stream Raiders? What?
Yeah, I know. So recently, Anne did something crazy.
I did.
Anne did a 24-hour stream, a skinathon, which sounds really weird unless you know what it is.
Yeah, bit of an odd name.
So it's an event that captains can run, and you get to do giveaways of skins and things, and lots of people come and play. And the number of people that were watching your stream though at that 24 hours was just
crazy, yeah.
Astronomical. Like
it was a boosted one. Yeah. So what happens is there's a notification in game saying, "Hey, Anne Dyari is doing a skinathon. If you want to win skins, go over, check it out." So that's what boosted skinathons are. And so you get crazy turnout.
It was astronomical. Yeah. Like especially when it first started, it was like the chat was going like,
oh my god, yeah, I couldn't read it. I was like, the first time they're like, yo, chat. I'm just like, I really hope I catch any important messages, but like
yeah, it was insane.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was absolutely bonkers.
Because you went from just being so how did you get into Stream Raiders to begin with?
Foxy.
I was going to say it was through Foxy. Blame Foxy.
Foxy gets me into like everything.
I was going to say Foxy's great for that. And so you've gone from that to like when you first were able to get your own skins, you're like, hey, do you mind if I design my own? And you're able to submit them, and they were like, cool, yep. But now you've also been designing skins for other captains.
Kind of, yes. I've been doing the concept sprites for the other. So for those of you guys who aren't as familiar with Stream Raiders, Stream Raiders, it's a side game that you can play, but you can play it kind of main game, which is what I do. But basically, you as a captain start the battles, and your viewers can jump in and put down units, and you try to beat the AI. You try to beat the PvE maps. And you get rewards to level up your units, make them even stronger, so you can fight even stronger enemies, get more rewards. It's an endless cycle of grinding, and it's fun. It's just fun. Beaz plays it. It's fun. Skins are what you can equip on. They're just entirely cosmetic. You can equip them to your units. So I, of course, asked to make my own because I'm really picky.
Is that the only reason that happened?
Well, basically, because I'd been kind of hanging out and chatting with because I'd been playing Stream Raiders from a viewer side, just as placing units in other people's battles, and I'd seen and heard some of the things that had come back to them, and sometimes skins got released early before they'd approved it, and it's kind of a pain to try to get it fixed. And I'm like, I'm already picky. I already know I'm gonna know exactly what I want, and I don't have any sprite work experience, but I'm just gonna see if they'll let me do it. And so I begged Thomas, one of the devs, the PR managing dev, and I'm like, Thomas, please, Thomas, just like, if I make everything to the exact sizing as you are, and you can veto anything I make, please. And he's like, ask Gina. And so I asked Gina, and she's like, ask Thomas. And I'm like, well, he said to ask you. And she's like, okay, I guess it's fine.
Oh god. Wow.
And so now I make my own skins on streamers, and I believe I'm the only one that's doing so. It is a lot of work. Each skin is 44 sprites.
Well, because they're all animated, so yeah.
They're animated. So every animation takes 4 sprites to do the full animation, including the attacks, the walks, the idle frames, and the death sprites. And it's a lot of work, and I basically had to teach myself how to do sprite art to do so. But
wow.
But yours, I was gonna say your sprites are so memorable though, and that's honest. You know, like I can pick your sprites immediately. I see them all the time in mine. And so, like, because a lot of the people who play Stream Raiders now on my side of things have either come from Foxy or you. And so yeah, I'm used to seeing your sprites come out, but immediately I can pick them. I mean, it also helps that they're all birds, but you know.
Most of them are birds.
I was going to say there's the odd one that's not, but the bulk of them are birds.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so it must be an incredibly satisfying thing for you though, seeing these things in this game and going, A, they're mine, and B, I made them. Like,
Yeah, like there's a sense of satisfaction of being like, okay, this is mine, and there's also like levels I made that. I put every single pixel down on this sprite. I know exactly what it's doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, really, and funny thing, because I know exactly every single sprite very personally. Is I can actually kind of tell how the game mechanics are working a little by seeing what animations my sprites are going into.
oh
Which has
god.
been kind of interesting. It's like, oh, so when they get stuck, they just start idling, right? Like I wasn't sure if they just keep walking but not be able to progress, but they actually go back into their idle animation.
Ah.
And sometimes they'll kind of cycle between like the different idle animations, like front back, while they're trying to figure out which way they can go. Actually, it's pretty interesting.
Oh, I love when the sprites decide to go in a complete opposite direction to what you want them to. They just go off in their own little world. The rogues are great for that. They'll just start wandering off. And
so Bees, rogues, and not flying rogues. Rogues target archers.
Yes.
Any ranged unit they will target. So
Yes.
if there are ranged units, they will run to that ranged unit.
Oh yeah.
Despite whatever's in the way.
Yeah, I was going to say
So
they don't. They'll just run
right through the melee unit.
They'll just run past the whole big things. They're all just getting shot at, and like, I'm like, why would you do this, you silly rogue? Stop it.
And the flying rogues specifically target support units.
Oh god.
So you can kind of basically I put markers down so to try to pick the route where their direct line is not through a bunch of melee units, so they don't just get annihilated and actually do something. Otherwise, yeah, they just die.
Question. What is one thing you would love to see as a Stream Raider skin of your own? This question is for Bees and Cinder too.
Ooh.
I just want a Stream Raiders skin. I haven't got one, obviously, yet, because I'm working towards that. I don't know. I haven't given that any thought. A flag bearer, obviously, is the starting point for so.
You get a flag once you hit affiliate. You get a flag bearer and a head skin. So, what would your head skin be?
A sausage. No.
Oh, that's a weird question.
I don't know. I mean,
would it be Dragonite?
Well, so that I'd love something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
So I
Okay.
got into Stream Raiders as a player near the end of last year after I started doing my break from streaming because I'm not where I used to live anymore, which is crazy. I don't have my stuff, which is fine. I want to get back into it this year, and when I do, I want to actually start playing it as a streamer so people can get involved as well. Because as a player, it's fun, and I imagine from what I see, it's the same from people that actually stream it as well, from your guys' perspectives.
Yeah.
And so with the time I have had just spending just chilling, I have thought about this. So,
oh, okay.
So, I don't know, like, because I don't know the whole process of what kind of characters you can have a skin for. But as for a head skin, at least, I'd want to do something just for like the whole brand of my channel, I guess, something candle lit wick based. I like the idea of just a candle with a blue flame for a head, which sounds stupid.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. You could 100% do that.
I just know that, like, if I was to start playing it more so on a regular basis on stream, I know that people that watch me at least will be able to see it and instantly be like, "Oh, I know who that belongs to."
Yeah.
And that would just be a fun thing to see. Plus, being able to see that in game would just be like, "Yes, I've got a small Pokemon reference that's that means a lot to me in another game that I also enjoy playing." It's just that crossover that I really like.
I laughed the other day. I was playing and I seen someone had a Colonel Sanders skin. There's like a KFC Colonel Sanders skin.
Yeah, I think that's
Like it's,
Sensation or Alfred GG. I forget.
I
which
think.
one
Oh,
it is.
it's Alfred GG. That's
It's
yeah,
Alfred GG.
yeah, and it's literally Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's great.
It's
It's
brilliant.
beautiful.
I'm like, oh
Beautiful.
my god. So
There's
someone's
also
saying
a
it.
cursed Elmo Buster with a bomb over his crotch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm just wondering like what character I'd want to have a skin for. Probably a monk, I'll be honest. Because
Yeah.
I like those characters.
Yeah, the monks are really cool. The nice thing about monks is they have extra range. So if you have an idea that hits really like big, like something that smacks a big AoE, that would fit really well with that skin. Basically, the whole thing about the full skins is you want to make sure the weapons are similar. And now they're kind of enforcing they need to be holding a weapon that's in the same position and
Yeah.
at least looks a little bit like the default weapon. Like
Yeah.
at least has to be in the same position as the default weapon. So that way people can tell what unit it actually is representing. Because otherwise my skins are just all birds.
A very long candle with a flame on top. I'll take it.
Sorry, I'm just picturing the Colonel Sanders one with a chicken drumstick beating someone to death, but that's fine.
It's amazing.
It's brilliant.
Because did you see my newest skin?
No, I haven't seen your latest one.
It's a musketeer, and since I had to include a weapon, it's a bluebird with a gun.
That is amazing.
Oh wow! All right, beautiful.
It's cute. It's got a little gun.
Oh my god! Is it like a little Tommy gun, like 1920s gangster style?
It's like a little revolver.
Oh, it's pistols at dawn kind of situation.
And for the projectile, it's a big sunflower seed.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Don't ask me how that works. It just
does. I wasn't going to question it. It's too hard to question that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So, how long have you been streaming on Twitch? Like, in your current form? That sounds weird.
I mean, my final form.
I was gonna say.
I think I started more seriously looking at it back in late 2019.
So not that long, really. Then.
Yeah, I mean, I've been off and on streaming art, and it was fairly like just casuals, mostly people I knew in person and stuff, and we were just hanging out, chatting. And then, yeah, midway 2019, late 2019, like I started doing more Dead by Daylight, and I started taking more commissions. And so it started picking up, and then I did Stream Raiders, and then everything exploded.
I was going to say, I mean, your streams have always been quite busy, but Stream Raiders has made your streams explode.
Yeah, like Stream Raiders has definitely made my stream what it is. Like it's a significant portion of my stream.
Yeah,
and it's full of goblins, and it's great.
Is there ever been a time where because Stream Raiders is a huge part of what you do now? Has there ever been a time when you go to stream and think Stream Raiders is kind of annoying me today, but I'll do it anyway because of reasons? Or has it always been fun?
I like doing it. It is sometimes a pain because, like, I haven't played Dead by Daylight. Well, one, because Dead by Daylight's toxic as fuck. But
I know that. Yeah.
Really? But never would have guessed.
What? But also because when I was playing Stream Raiders and Dead by Daylight, like, I like when captains start on time. That's like a big thing for me. So I wanted to make it so that I would always start on time. Like, or at least within like 5 minutes at most.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight, you can't really.
No.
The matches last longer than 30 minutes sometimes. So it's like, what do I do? I'd have to hide in a closet, start the battle, and then like
hope that you don't get found in a closet.
I play Survivor, so it's not like I have any safe time. I can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna, sit here as a killer, and just do this real quick. Like, I can't. I have to avoid, or I'm just, damaging the rest of my team because I'm not helping them progress the game. So I'd feel guilty. So it's trying to find a good balance. And I'm still working with that and trying to because I'd like to play some more Dead by Daylight just really casually and just not take it seriously because that's honestly the only way to do it without getting super salty.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so
Like, between
bad.
all the trolls and all the shenanigans, like you really gotta play it casual if you're gonna enjoy it. Like
Have
it's
you-
a fun game. But,
Have you played it recently with the latest killer?
No, the Blight.
No, that's how far. Is that how far behind you are?
I haven't played since a little after Oni came out.
Oh wow. Okay,
been a
you've missed a lot then.
I've missed a lot.
Because the most recent killer is the twins. Have you seen the thing with the twins?
I've never seen
I've not heard of this.
Oh, okay. So the twins, it's a lady. She's sort of kind of built like the Huntress in that sort of like build, but then she's got this like little gremlin child that kind of nestles itself in her.
I've seen art of it.
Yeah, and
it's
so
got, like, a little like blob.
she'll release that, and it runs around. It chases you around, and then it grabs you, and you've got to try and shake it off before the main killer comes and actually gets you.
Oh
so
god,
it's kind of like
that's
a
terrifying.
trapper's trap that chases you.
It's really, really horrific. And the thing, as Reach has just referenced, the little thing is called Victor. His name's Victor.
Oh, no.
And they're called the twins because he's like a symbiotic twin stuck to her.
Yeah.
So that's their brother and sister. It's so bad.
That's so weird.
It's so creepy. And the worst thing that we found out while we're playing this, because we used to play Dead by Daylight as a group a long time ago, and we stopped, and we go back every now and then when there's a new killer. Victor can jump on the outside of the locker and hold it, and you have to shake him off to get out the locker.
No.
And guess who found that out? It was me. I'm like, oh my god, he's outside the locker. I think I'm okay. Oh shit, he's on the locker. I need to shake the door. It was.
Let me guess. Does that make sound?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then so the main killer comes along. It's horrific, and he makes these like yeah sounds as he's running around the map. Like he's like a little
zombie.
Yeah. He's so creepy. I have not screamed that much in Dead by Daylight since probably Ghostface or Michael Myers for the jump scare side of things.
Oh, fucking Myers.
Myers is the worst for that.
So
I don't like Myers is my least favorite. Just like it's not that he's super hard to play against. It's just he creeps me out the most.
He's just there suddenly, and it's like, oh.
Like
Ghostface is like a cross between Myers and the pig killer.
I really love playing as a pig killer. I think it's great. But
I love pigs. I love pigs. You gotta boop their snoot always.
They
They won't always let you, but you gotta go for. You have to at least go for it.
Oh my god!
Is Victor like AI controlled then?
Unless you no. So if you're so if you're playing against, well, no, it's not. Your killer stops moving and you start controlling Victor.
Oh god. Okay.
Like
So-
Junkrat's.
Yeah, it's that kind of mindset. So you kind of release the little thing and it runs around and you're controlling Victor. We didn't play as Victor though, we played as against a random and we didn't know how Victor or the killer worked. So it was, and our first map playing against this killer was the Demogorgons map. So it's all close quarters and little corners and things. So like you could hear him through a wall, and you're like, "Where the hell is he?" Next minute he's there, like, yeah, and he like jumps on your face. It's like, oh god, it was so.
Oh no, man.
Oh, it was so bad.
We should do a group Survive with Friends run.
Oh,
Definitely.
that's the most fun I always have with Dead by Daylight.
we should do a full Survive with Friends, and that way at least we're all having fun.
Because
regardless
that's
of
fun.
what
That's not competitive. That's just fun and
that's
stupid.
just free. Yeah.
And I get more scared in that than when I'm playing in like private servers. I don't jump very often in private or in public servers. In private servers, I'm like freaking the hell out. Like it's like, yeah, but nah. Victor's an that killer's. That's probably one of the best killers they've added in quite a while. Because I wasn't really. The Blight was awful. I didn't like the Blight. I played as the Blight and didn't like it.
DBD is a game I'd play again if I played it with people. It's kind of like kind of like Overwatch, the people in the game are awful. They are such an awful community.
It's a
I'm not even
toxic
sorry for
community.
saying that.
It's
Yeah,
very toxic.
but the
Mhm.
game itself is good. I just can't stand. It was it the theme week that I ended up playing it, or was it something else?
Yes, yeah, because I was watching you with that stream because you had those toxic people dressed in clothing that disguised them, and they hid in grass in a brick wall. Didn't do anything, and we couldn't work out
Yeah.
why the game wasn't progressing.
Yeah,
What the heck?
I was playing as a
Wait,
killer. I can't remember. Was I? I was probably playing as a wraith because
I-
my favorite killer.
I don't remember, and like Cinder was getting like angry, and even the people in his chat were getting hostile because these people were nowhere to be found. And I'm literally there going, right, go here, try there, because I'm going, no, they're not getting away with this.
Yeah, I was so pissed.
It's like-
I've never really truly gotten angry at a game on stream until that day. I
It
was
was bad.
so truly mad.
It was so bad.
And I'm never going to stream DBD ever again. But
It was
well,
horrific.
see, okay. This is why we should do a Survive with Friends. If you're going to ever do it again, we should do a full Survive with Friends group.
Oh no,
Or
I'd be
a
very
Kill Your
excited to do that.
That would be
Yeah.
fun. That would be
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
We could have a lot of fun with that.
But yeah, no, playing in the public servers in a competitive way is awful.
Yeah, random and competitive is just always brings out the worst.
Yeah.
No, we'll do play with friends at some point. I'll be down to do that, and it'll be a hell of a lot of fun.
We should plan days for Phasmo and Dead by Daylight.
Yeah,
I will reinstall Dead by Daylight is not even on my computer right now because I have the new computer.
I was gonna say you wouldn't have. Yeah, if you haven't played it, you wouldn't have installed it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But
I will reinstall it for you guys.
Yes.
So, but yeah, no. So they're the games. That, yeah. But yeah. So other than that, what do you do, Anne? What's I know you got birds. Lots. The birds are part of your life. If anyone's from Anne's community, you know about Keely. So tell us about Keely.
Well, Keely is an American kestrel. He is a falcon, a very small North American falcon. And the reason why I'm allowed to have him is because I'm a licensed falconer in the state of California, which means that I have a permit to work with birds of prey. You cannot do so without a permit because it's not good for the wildlife. If you have people who do not have the background knowledge to work with these animals, they are very high maintenance. They are wild animals. They are not pets. As much as Keely looks cute and acts cute, that bird can do some serious damage. I mean, I think I've told this story before, but like there was a guy who rescued a kestrel that like flew into a window, and he kept it in a box to let it recover before he could send it off to a wildlife center, which is what he's supposed to do, right? If you run into a bird, it gets injured, you find it, you cover it up, put it somewhere safe, and then take it to a wildlife center. And they can nurse it back to health because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, it was so dazed, so it was letting him pet it.
Oh no.
And then before he decided to take it in the car and take it over to the wildlife center when the wildlife center was open, he decided to give it a kiss.
Oh no.
Like I do to Keely. Well, it ripped open his lip, like completely tore open his lip.
Oh.
Because this is a wild animal. Here, hi Keely.
Keely.
Good boy. So yeah, Keely doesn't attack me because I've had him since he was 2 weeks old. I'm his mom.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason. If Zen tried it, he would rip Zen.
That is insane. It just sounds painful, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't mess around with birds of prey. Like you really got to know what you're doing. I have the scars to prove it. Like I have a lot of puncture and scratch wounds from like the bigger birds that I've worked with. That sometimes I'll get distracted, and when you get distracted, you get impaled.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because you've got a very noisy one, I believe, as well.
We have a few noisy ones. I also have a barn owl, a great horned owl. We have a few peregrine falcons. We have a lanner falcon. We have 4.
I was about to say Albus was the one I was
Albus the barn owl is the noisiest one.
Yeah.
But Leo or Oplamato is like a very close number 2.
So occasionally you do stream.
My bird streams.
Yeah. Believe it or not, she doesn't play stream. She
I don't
doesn't.
play Stream Raiders
No.
for a living. No, I work with animals, and actually am a science educator with a museum and zoo. So I
Oh,
teach small kids how to science.
that's a very cool job.
It's pretty fun. It's definitely a little weird with the quarantine, but we've been doing a lot of virtual programming, so it's been interesting. So my
Yeah.
streaming knowledge has come in very much handy.
I was going to say, at this point in time, all the things you've learnt from streaming.
I helped them set up all their studios so that we could teach online, because that was my knowledge base.
That's the world we're living in at the moment.
I know. The technological age.
Oh, yeah. Zoom meetings are a wonderful thing.
Sadly, I don't wear my flower crowns to work.
Oh. And so you don't have a 30-minute break and play Stream Raiders in between. All right, everyone, get your phones out. We're playing Stream Raiders.
No, I do not.
I think you should. I think that's great.
Just a little buzzer.
Oh my God. No. No.
Oh dear.
Terrible.
But no, yeah, because you've also streamed some of the birds
my
as
real
well.
life bird streams. Once in a while, I'll set those up. I might put another goal so we could do that again. It's just I live in a tiny studio apartment, so I have to go down to my parents' house where we keep the birds because they don't fit in my tiny studio.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine?
Oh my God, my studio would be so noisy.
Oh, well, you got people drilling upstairs, so it just blend in with the rest of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Craziness. But yeah, we like animals. So wait, for you goobers, bees and cinders, do you have a favorite bird? Just overall of just birds.
I've kept birds, nothing quite as deadly as what you're talking. But I have I've had Indian ringnecks, I've had alexandrines, I had a beautiful alexandrine named Pico. And he used to whistle the Legend of Zelda tune. He was a real. I raised him from he would have been about 2 or 3 weeks old. I was feeding him with a little tube thing, and he got very attached in that, and but he sadly died one day randomly, which happens unfortunately. But yeah, no, I've had birds and that, but overall, really, it's a bird in the sense it's a bird, but it's really not a bird. I love penguins. They're birds, but they don't. Yeah, I love
like
penguins.
I haven't had much experience with creatures with wings, but I know I'm a very simple man. When it comes to birds, owls are just adorable. I don't know what it is about them, but owls are just adorable creatures. I think it's the eyes.
Face. It's the teddy bear face. They have that big, round, squishy face.
They're the kind of bird that you can just hug, and it's great.
I wouldn't recommend hugging it though.
I know, but
I don't know.
I mean, Cinder, if you ever get to California, you can hug my great horned owl.
Yes.
Oh, is that Albus?
Albus is a little more dangerous. You can hug him, but I have to get him really, really mellow first.
How do you get an owl? How do you get an owl mellow? I have to ask. She's not answering.
I have to massage his head feathers. And he eventually will relax, but otherwise he gets really excited because anytime he sees people, he thinks he's gonna get fed. So he gets really. So you have to feed him, and then you have to rub his face, and then he calms down.
I can relate.
Bees have many questions.
You just rub my face, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to eat food now. Come on.
Yeah. If you can make Albus fall asleep, then you're good. The great horned owl, he doesn't care about being petted, but he also just doesn't care about anything.
Oh, okay.
I've taken that bird into rooms of screaming children, and he just is like, all right, what now? So that bird is unfazable.
I wish I had the patience of that bird. My lord.
Oh my god, me too.
Oh god, yeah. You know, my actually, Danny brought up a valid point. My mum got a Alexandrine out of the same nest as what mine was, and that was a girl. She still got. Oh no, Georgie got out. That's right. Yeah, Georgie. As Mum was moving last house, Georgie got out. But Mum could pick Georgie up, just pick Georgie up around like from the top, just like, and it would cry. Like, it would literally cry because it wanted to be picked up. It was such a weird bird, and it would go, "What are you doing?" And then it would go, give us a kiss," and it would sit there and just yabber on all day until, and birds are so wildly underrated in terms of intelligence, and they're just smart. Like, I love seeing those videos where you see like a cockatoo opening a jar or something and getting something, like, they're so intelligent, like,
Keely, don't get any ideas. You're still dumb. We love
you. Well, you're saying about high maintenance. Keely's high maintenance.
Oh my god, he's so high. Well, the thing is, he's a falcon. He has a slightly more active brain than like most of the hawks, but nowhere on like level of the parrots. Like, parrots are really, really intelligent.
Yeah.
They're like a toddler. They're like a human toddler. A lot of them.
Yeah, no. But no, Keely. Well, I mean, Keely's got to be on camera. Keely's high maintenance.
Keely's cute.
Keely's got I mean, my favorite emote by far is Keely Borb. You got to have Keely Borb in your life.
Yeah. It's very fluffy. Yes.
See, they're Keely Borb. That's what you need. Have you never seen that emote, Cinder?
I have not, and it's amazing.
Oh god, Keely Borb is life. All right.
I don't know. We like. Where's my this one?
Oh yeah, I love that one. That one's brilliant.
Okay, I've seen that one.
Yeah, that one's good. That was good.
That one a lot.
I do like that one. I do like that one. Oh god. Well, we are at that point. We might as well look to wrap up. It's already flown by.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we've been going for 90 minutes.
Wow.
So where can we find you, Anne? Obviously sitting in that chair, but
I know. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
Anyways, I stream on Twitch typically every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And you can easily find me on the Aura Guardian Discord or on my own Discord, and it's pretty fun.
I think I've got a command. Hang on. For the longest time.
Stop smushing my emotes.
Oh my god!
I swear to God.
Is there a name, or did I put your username like underscore? Maybe I used underscore. Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Because for the longest time, I programmed. Very side story before we wrap up. When we first started the AuraCast,
I remember this.
You hadn't been on, right? But you'd been in the team for a little while, and I'd programmed it in for when you streamed on this channel and a few of us streamed, so you could shout out your own channels. But for some reason, it balked the first episode of the AuraCast, and no matter who I shouted out in the team, it shouted you out. So it was like CinderShots. It's like, go check out Anne Dyari.
Oh no!
So it was literally...
To this day, I still don't know why it happened.
I don't know. So for like weeks and weeks, it was a process of elimination trying to work out why, because it was correct on the cloud bot, but then we eventually fixed it. But for weeks and weeks, you were getting promoted. Like, with charming bow ties on and shouting out Anne Dyari.
I guess I just have to have you guys stream on my channel.
Oh, but yeah. So...
All right, Cinder. It's time for you to run my battles.
Feed Keely occasionally.
Feed Keely, yeah.
He's going to say, try not to lose an arm or a leg.
Yeah, don't lose your finger.
I've got plenty to go. It's perfectly fine.
I was going to say, just don't give it a kiss. You don't want the lip.
Don't give Keely a kiss.
No, I don't want to have a split lip. Thank you very much. I'll pass on that one just now.
Some people pay to have that done to.
Cool scar though.
Oh yeah, like a war wound, sure, but at the time, it's going to be painful.
The great Keelying of. So yeah, yes, you can check out Anne on Twitch. She does have Twitter as well. As she said, Discord. She has her own Discord server, and she of course is in the AG Discord. And make sure you do check Anne out. Amazing artist, amazing streamer. Goof is pretty much the word that you're a goof. You're a goober. And yeah, and if you want to know more about Stream Raiders and play Stream Raiders, Anne's streams are a good place to go to learn because that she's always playing it and she's happy to have new people join. So yeah. Other than that, oh, I haven't done my ad read. So also, Aura Guardians is jeez, I'm so organized. Aura Guardians is proudly partnered with Juju Energy. Juju Energy is a gaming drink supplement. It comes in a variety of different flavors. It helps
They have
with
green apple.
I was gonna say the green apple's really nice. They finally got blue raspberry back in stock.
Hey.
Oh, I'll have to get that.
It's really good. So they've about to release another flavor. I know what it is, but I can't say because it hasn't been officially announced. But it is about to come out, I think, the end of next week.
Holding secrets from us, bees.
I know. I know. The perks of being leader. But yeah, it's got a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. It's got a thing called Ludamax, which is good for your eyes. If you spend a lot of time looking at the computer, like a lot of us streamers do, and even in work and everything else, it's good for that. You don't have eye strain. I also find I don't get the crashes from it like some other things, which is really, really nice because energy drinks sometimes give me that weird, like you're sinking kind of feeling. I've never had that with Juju, and I've been having it for quite a long time now. Lots of different flavors. They sell the shakers. They've got sample packs now as well in pretty much every flavor, their main range. And so yeah, check them out if you want to. JujuEnergy.com. And if you want 10% discount, use the code AGFAM. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I've talked enough. So thank you for being on, Anne. It was wonderful. It was a lot of fun. It got very odd.
Oh, like it hasn't gotten this odd.
No, it usually derails pretty much. Yeah. It's fine.
You can't pin it all on me.
Just the most on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say just yeah.
You know what? No, guest privilege. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say the guests can get away with it. Cinder and I like.
Exactly.
So anyway, if you want to check this out, if you've missed any of today's or tonight's episode, you can check it out on YouTube. You can also listen to it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. It will be available tomorrow on those platforms if you've missed any. And if you're already listening to it, thank you very much. Leave a comment on YouTube or leave a review on those platforms because it does help us understand what you want to see. And we can always get other guests on or repeat guests. So yeah. Anyway, it's time to wrap
we
up.
can talk more about Beez's stream deck.
My stream deck. My massive stream deck.
I've forgotten about that. Thank you very much for reminding me.
My massive stream deck. Anyway. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. So this has been DragonBeaz.
I've been CinderShots. Bring back Gen 4 rematch.
Oh my god, you and your Pokemon bloody Gen 4
I'm doing
stuff.
it every trip. I told you I would.
And so bad.
Thank you, Anne, for joining us, and we shall see you all next week.
All right, guys. Bye.
Good night.